All right, we do want to welcome you guys to our presentation. I was just making sure you were able to get on. So anyway, for those of you that have joined us tonight, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We're in that between stage between Christmas and New Year. I know a lot of people are still celebrating the holidays with family in town and things of that nature, but there's no better place to be than tonight because a lot of people are going to be asking themselves the question, how do I make my dreams come true in 2024? And which for countless people means I want to travel. I want to go places. I want to do things. We're going to show you tonight how you can make those dreams come true. You can book travel for up to 70% off. No, I'm not kidding. Up to 70% off. We're going to show you how you can earn free travel. And we're going to show you how you can also make more money in 2024 than you made in 2023, simply showing other people how they can save huge money on travel. But what I want to do real quick before I get started is turn this over to my wife, Miss Gina, who's going to share with all of you how this whole thing began for us.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday night call. I know Todd and I are super excited to be with all of you tonight. But how this all started for us was our daughter got a Division I softball scholarship to play softball back in Illinois. Well, we live in Southern California. So as we started following her around the country and watching her play softball, travel started to get quite expensive for us. So we were looking for ways to save money on travel. Well, we've known the owner of Travorium for quite a long time, many years, and he told us we had to check out the product. So Todd and I decided to try, and we were using the travel portal, and we were started saving 50%, sometimes 30%, sometimes 40%, and up to 70% off on our hotels as we were watching her play. Well, we started sharing that with other parents on the team and other sports parents and friends and family that we know, and our team continued to spread. And before joining Travorium, we only knew one person outside the United States, and she lives in Canada. But as our team continued to grow, we spread to over 63 countries. And I was fortunate enough that about a year and a half ago, I was able to walk away from my six-figure corporate job of over 20 years because our income grew astronomically. So now today I get to travel with my husband. We work side by side, and we get to show other families how they can do the same. Now, the name of our company is Travorium, and we are a better life company. There on the screen, you see our owners and founders, Mr. and Mrs. David and Adela Hart, and they have a combined 30 years of experience in both traditional and direct sales industry. David Hart was also runner-up for Entrepreneur of the Year at the age of 24. And our company is in its 11th year in business. We have paid millions of dollars in commissions, and we are debt-free. Now, we have spread to over 64 countries, and we have customer service in multiple languages. That beautiful building you see there on the screen is our corporate headquarters in Temecula, California, and we also have a corporate presence in Madrid, Spain. Now, our goal as a company is to show people how you can book at the travel agent rate, which is up to 70% off, how you can earn travel points for vacations, and also, if you so choose, turn passion into profit and turn this into a business. You know, travel is the single largest industry in the world. And if you were to take a poll and ask people what is the number one thing on their bucket list or their living list, people would say travel. So why are more people not traveling? And they'll tell you they simply can't afford it. So as a company, we have turned what was once unaffordable and turned it into affordable for people. Back to you, Todd.
If I get the camera button going. All right. So again, as you mentioned, obviously travel being the single largest industry in the world, guys. And we show people how to save money in all of the normal ways, whether it be hotels, resorts, car rentals, cruises, shopping, dining, show tickets, NFL tickets, concert tickets, right? There is a unbelievable number of ways that you're going to save tons of money with the company. We had friends that saved $1,800 buying their Dallas Cowboy tickets. Another friend, Alicia Davis, saved $1,500 buying our Beyonce tickets. I mean, so there's so many different ways to come back here and save, but I'm going to walk you through some of the details of just how much you can save and show you some kind of price comparisons. But I want you to know this, that the travel industry is not only the largest industry in the world. In fact, travel's bigger than the number 2 industry, the number 3 industry, and the number 4 industries in the world combined. And it's not only bigger than all 3 of them, but Bloomberg, this came out last week, says that travel is going to go from 10 trillion to 15.5 trillion in the next 9 years. This is a 50% growth rate, and it will represent more than 11.6% of the entire global economy. Out of every $100 that's spent, $11.60 is spent in the arena of travel and getting bigger every single day. Now, that matters for a couple of different reasons. One, business experts can tell you that your chances of financial success are in direct proportion to the size of the industry. The bigger the industry, the more likely you are to have success. The smaller, the more niche the industry, the trickier it is to have success. So you can't do any better than an industry that's bigger than the next 3 industries of the world combined. And it's going to grow by 50% in the next 9 years, because we're also bringing a brand new model to the travel space, one that can show consumers how to save big time money. Now, the dirty secret of the travel business is that 2 companies control the entire space, and that is Expedia and Booking Holdings. They own every single travel site you can think of. Now, again, I believe the documentation beats conversation. So what you see on the screen right this very moment, this is NBC News Los Angeles. Whoever invited you to be here can send you this exact video where you can listen to NBC News, investigative reports, tell you think you're price shopping, but you're not. The same 2 companies own every single site. They're literally sitting back laughing as you go from one site to the next site to the next site, believing you're price shopping. They're going, I wonder who they're going to choose, because the money's coming to the same place no matter who you choose. NBC went on to report calling the hotel directly isn't going to help you either, because the hotels will not undercut Expedia or Booking Holdings, knowing that if they do, well, they're going to get kicked off their platform, and there goes all their business, right? So let me put this more in practical terms. On the screen, this is our middle daughter. She's an oral surgeon in Pennsylvania. That's her husband. He's a dentist. You know, they have 2 very professional incomes. They got married 19 months ago, want to take their honeymoon to the Maldives, want to get that private bungalow like you see there on the screen. For a week, Expedia site, 10 grand. For a week, our site, 6 grand. Same room, same date, same everything, which causes some people to say, wait a minute, hold on, Todd. Expedia, that's a huge company. How are you guys getting a better rate than them? To which I reply, we do not have a better rate than them. That's what I keep trying to tell you. $6,000 is the rate. Expedia chose to mark it up to 10 grand. Then they chose to buy up every travel site you can think of, so that when you price shop, all you see is 10 grand. And if you call the hotel directly, they won't undercut their price. They're like, yeah, 10 grand, that's the rate. When 6 grand's the real rate. This is how the travel business works. If you want further proof of that, all you have to do is Google top 10 internet companies in the world. You're going to see Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, all the usual suspects, companies making billions and billions and billions. We all know this. On that list of the top 10 in the world, there's not just 1, 2 travel companies, the same 2 that own every travel site you can think of. They're making billions and billions and billions. And remember that they do not own anything travel related. They don't own a hotel. They don't have a resort. They don't have a cruise ship. They don't have a car rental agency. How are they making billions? Oh, yeah, because they own a monopoly. And they're jacking the price up, making travel more expensive for consumers. For example, Expedia's price, $17.97. Our price, $11.48. How many millions of people do you think like to have that information? How I can book for $11.48 instead of $17.97. I got better things to do, especially at Christmas, with $649 than give it to some travel site that wants to make a bunch of money. How about the Paradise Point Hotel in San Diego, like you see on the screen? Price line $13.07. The real price is $665. They marked it up $641. Guys, you're only here 3 nights. If you pull out your calculator and you do the math on that, right? You say, okay, $641 divided by 3 nights. That means they marked it up $213 $2,247.66 per night. At some level, that should infuriate you. How many moms and dads dream of taking their kids to San Diego? Man, we'll go to the beach, we'll go to the zoo, we'll go to SeaWorld. And mama says, we ain't going anywhere. Look at the price, and we can't afford that. They're jacking the price up unnecessarily, right? It is an outdated model. The travel industry dates back to the way it's currently being done. The way travel is currently being priced dates back to the year 1758. Guys, the entire country of the United States wasn't even formed until 1776. The pricing model is older than the entire country we live in, right? It has not changed in 265 years. This industry is ripe for something new, something different. We're bringing the Netflix model to travel. What does that mean? If you think about Netflix, they came out at a time when Blockbuster Video was king of the jungle. And the way Blockbuster worked, if you wanted to buy a movie, cost you money. Want to buy 2 movies? Cost you twice as much. 3 movies? Cost you 3 times as much. 4 movies? 4 times as much. 10 movies? 10 times as much, right? So they charge for everything. Of course, they marked it up. Here comes Netflix. They say, you know what? We're going to charge a small monthly fee, and you can watch all the movies you want unlimited. All the movies you want unlimited. What happened next? Well, Blockbuster went bankrupt, and Netflix has 247 million members, and they do $32 billion a year in sales. Now, understand that Netflix does not make money selling movies. Netflix makes money selling a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. We're applying the same model to the single largest industry in the world. We're not doing this to the $100 billion movie industry. We're doing this to the 10, soon to be $15 trillion travel industry. And so the company doesn't make 1 penny when you book on our travel site. Instead, we sell a membership that allows you to book travel without any markup, which means you can book travel for 40, 50, 60, 70% less. By the way, guys, you get on there, sometimes 80% less. Let me give you an example. Here on the screen, the very, very bottom, look to the very, very bottom of the screen. You can see the red arrow, that's Expedia's website. You can see the red arrow, that's our website. You can see by the picture, it's the identical room, on the identical date, on the identical everything, right? And we come over here, we see that Expedia says this total, which you see the big bold total now, 331, that includes the resort fee, okay? So we don't have the resort fee in our price because that's something you have to pay at the property. So we got to be fair, keep it apples to apples. The paying out price, $154 is what Expedia is charging. By the way, they're claiming this is 35% off. Your buddies at Expedia, if they're looking out for you, 35% off. But the real rate, come over here, is $38.71. Guys, that's the total price, taxes included. We are literally 72% less on this one booking. Guys, we can't show you the names of the hotels. That's a requirement. If we're streaming, which we are to Facebook, we cannot say the name of the hotel and the price in the same setting. We can only do it when we're not recording, when we're not streaming. We're going to be doing one tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, where we will not be recording or streaming. When I say 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock California time, 8 o'clock East Coast time. We will go back there. We will open up the pricing. We'll open up Expedia, our site live, and watch him do the searches. But these, I just took screenshots, but I had to black out the name, right? But again, the pricing's the same. This hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada right here, 64% off. You'll find that this number is accurate. If you go check other sites, it's $669, our site $238. Here you got a place here in Miami Beach. If you go check other sites, you're going to see the prices $1,100, our price $377. We are literally 66% less on that particular property. Over here, how about this one? This is Miami Beach. Other sites are charging $6,500. We're $1,133. Guys, we just saved you $5,000 in one booking. We are 83% less. Guys, we can sit here and do this all day. We do it. We'll take you to New York, to Chicago, to Boston. We'll take you to Philadelphia. We'll take you to Orlando. We'll take you to Miami. We'll take you to Tokyo and London and Paris and Barcelona and Venice. All around the world, you'd be like, oh my gosh, yes, that's how much markup. The travel industry is long overdue for change, long overdue for something new. Now, as good as all that is, that's just platform number one. Platform number two, right? This is our Dreamcation portal. This is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have an unbelievable vacation every single year. Now I'm going to give this to you from our platinum perspective, because our platinum is by far our number one seller, not even close. 95% of our sales in North America come in through the platinum product. Now, when you buy the platinum, you're getting these travel points. What does that even mean? It means you're getting 1 to 2 vacations per year, right? When I say 1 to 2, you're getting 2. But if you go get the all-inclusive, all the food, all the drinks, if you get the 3-bedroom, right? Well, then technically it might take you 13 months to get the 2 trips instead of 12, right? But for all practical purposes, you're getting 2 trips per year with this product, plus you're getting the trip incentive. Now, the trip incentive you don't buy. It's just a trip you get after you buy the platinum. It's a free trip incentive, but you get the trip. So you're going to be getting 3, trips per year at the end of the day. I'm going to show you the kinds of trips you're going to be going on. This is the Canary Islands. If you've ever been to Hawaii, well, then you've been to the Canary Islands, because Hawaiian Islands, Canary Islands, there's no difference. One's in the Atlantic Ocean, one's in the Pacific Ocean, right? Hawaii's in the Pacific, the Canaries in the Atlantic. Drop dead gorgeous. Come here 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. You just one of your 3 trips, right? So you trade in your points, right? So this is one of the 2 trips you're actually buying. You trade in your points, pay the tax, go have an amazing time, 7 nights, 8 days. Don't forget to send me a postcard. Maybe you want to go to Disney. This is a name brand resort, a name that's synonymous with luxury, a name you would all know. Here you're getting a full kitchen, right? You've got a dining room, living room, flat screen TV, fireplace. You've got a separate bedroom with a jacuzzi tub in it. You got the swimming pool, palm trees. You're 10 minutes from Disney. You're going to be here 7 nights, 8 days, right? And your only price is $84. Just trade in your points. This is one of the 2 trips you're buying, one of the 3 trips you're receiving, but one of the 2 that you're actually buying. You can come here for 7 nights, 8 days for $84. Maybe you want to go to Cabo San Lucas. This is a trip my wife and I went on. This is a 5-star resort. They just built the property a few years ago. We came down here for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. This is one of the 2 trips we were buying, one of the 3 trips we received. That's my wife there on the balcony. Hi, honey. There's the ocean front. We open the door. Let's listen to the waves crash all night. Psh, right? You got the swimming pool, swim up bar, multiple restaurants. Up on the roof, they got an infinity pool. It looks like it runs off the edge of the building. And behind you, all you have is the ocean. The selfies are unbelievable from up there, right? I mean, guys, this place is absolutely gorgeous. We have these all over the world. There's 480,000 weeks of what I just showed you. So people say, well, yeah, are there any blackout dates? No. Is it hard to get a room? Not at all. 480,000 weeks available right now. When do you want to go? You can book 365 days out of the year, right? 7 days a week. You choose when you want to go. There's no lack of inventory. Do you want to go to the United States, Mexico, Canada, the Caribbean, Europe, Australia, South Pacific, South America, Central America, Asia, Africa, Middle East, right? Everywhere, every country you can think of. Is there any contracts? No. Do I have to see a timeshare presentation? No. Is this a timeshare? No. Are there any penalties? No. Am I a travel agent? No. Is there this? No. Is there that? No. Let me say in Japanese. No. Right? This is based on want to, not have to. Now, to kind of prove my point, if we go here to the 3rd one from the left, right here, you see my cursor. You see it says Connecticut, Delaware, Florida Disney. Disney's got its own section. Of course they do. Florida Other, Florida East Coast, Florida West Coast, Florida Panhandle, right? Where do you want to go? So lots of places in Florida. So I did a search on May 15th last year, and I did it just in the Florida Disney area alone. And I did it on May 15th, and it pulled up 64 different places. So guys, is it hard to get a room? There's 64 different places to choose from just on May 15th in just the Disney area alone. That's out of the 480,000 weeks that are available. By the way, those 65 different places all have multiple weeks, right? I mean, it's not like they just have 1 week. I mean, some of them like, hey, which date you want to come? This date, this date, this date, this date. You can scroll through all of that, right? And guys, here's the big thing. If you go out and tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save huge money on travel, and tomorrow night when we're doing the live pricing, and you're watching us pull up Expedia, and you're watching us pull up our site, we're doing the side by side, okay? And you're seeing the same date, same place, same everything. And we are 80% off sometimes, 70% off, 60% off, 50% off. Can you think of 3 other people somewhere on the entire planet who might want to pay this kind of pricing versus what they're paying over here at Expedia? You're like, yeah, If you can tell 3 people, you find 3 people that want to legitimately save big time money on travel, at that moment, your membership is no longer coming off your credit card because you are now earning more than you're spending, right? This doesn't come on my credit card. What do I care? I'm getting all these travel points every month for free. I'm turning those travel points in to the kinds of vacations I just showed you a moment ago. Now, in addition to those, we have our world tours. So we have 480,000 weeks. You can get a studio, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room. Again, 7 nights, 8 days is the typical length. 480,000 weeks. Or we have 8 to 9 world tours per month. Now, what's the difference? A world tour is where all of us go to the same resort at the same time. Now, I want to be clear. You do not have to interact with anybody else there. No one will even know you're with our company unless you tell them. You go there, do your own thing. I don't even know those people, right? However, for many of you, when you actually experience a world tour, it's going to blow you away. And let me give you an example. On the screen, one of our most popular world tours, this is Dubai. You're at a 5-star resort, waterfront. You've got this unbelievable breakfast. Just look at the picture in the lower right-hand corner. Every kind of fruit, every kind of juice, every kind of pastry. They got the chefs there making it any way you want. You're going to be there 6 days for $99. And as unbelievable it is to be in Dubai at a 5-star resort for $99, when you leave, for most of you, that is not what you'll be talking about. You'll be talking about all of the other people that you met, part of the Trevorian family, from all over the world. I met, oh my gosh, I met people from Dubai. I met people from France and Belgium. I met people from Switzerland and Germany. I met people from the Canary Islands and Spain. I met people from Morocco. I met people from the French Polynesian Islands, Tahiti. I met people from Madagascar. I met people from Argentina, Peru, Chile. I met people from Japan, Singapore, right? And it's this big, gigantic melting pot of like-minded people. And when you're there, you're like, okay, I get it. I now I get it. I didn't get it when you go on a trip. Now I get it. This was unbelievable. It wasn't just about Dubai, amazing, 5-star, incredible, $99, unbelievable. It was about the connection to other people all over the world. It was an experience you simply cannot buy online. And we have these experiences 8 to 9 per month. Cartagena, Colombia, breakfast included. Montego Bay, we just had a huge group get back from this exact trip, right? People that didn't even know each other. I think I got a picture here. Hold on. See if I can find this. I quickly can find this. But when you're here, I'm going to keep talking about the trip while I'm looking for the picture. When you're here, this is a 5-star property, oceanfront, by the way. I mean, absolutely incredible. People were here for 5 days, all the food, all the drinks, everything included, right? And again, they were here for less money than the cost of a Motel 6. I got too many pictures from Christmas. Ain't happening. We were doing the Christmas thing and videoing the grandkids opening their stuff. And oh, here we go. Found it. All right. So here we go. So this is the group. They were all just there in Jamaica. Many of them didn't know each other before they got there. But once they got there, they were all having fun with each other and doing this and doing that and hooking up and doing excursions, or I'll meet you for breakfast, or just see each other in the lobby, or hey, let's take a picture together. And hey, where are you from? I'm from here, right? People that didn't know each other meet each other for the first time, guys. It's all part of the experience. Portugal. You want to go to Puerto Vallarta? All the food, all the drinks, oceanfront. Look at the picture. That's the resort right there on the ocean. Everything included. Leave your wallet at home. $29. Las Vegas, Nevada. I was here not but 2 weeks ago. It is the brand new 5-star, $4.5 billion resort. They just built it on the Strip. Absolutely drop gorgeous. Plus, we got the other one. There's 2 we have there. And you can come here for 5 days for $76. You're thinking, hey, $76 a night. That's a great price. You're right. $76 per night is a great price, but it's not $76 per night. Ah, you mean $76 per person? No, I mean $76 for all 5 days, taxes included. That is your total bill. $76, right? Guys, again, Malaga, Spain, oceanfront, breakfast included, $32. Morocco, $9. Portugal, $99. By the way, you guys see the golf course there? This is a 5-star, unbelievable, drop dead gorgeous place. Oceanfront, $99. Copenhagen, Denmark, $9. Vail, Colorado. Lake Geneva in France. Punta Cana, Paris, France, Venice, Italy for $1, Athens, Greece, 99, the beaches of Hawaii, Crete, Greece, all the food, all the drinks, everything included. Bordeaux, France, $32. I'm just trying to give you guys a taste of the kinds of places you're going to be able to go for virtually nothing. And there's new ones. Our CEO and founder, guys, breaking news. Maybe I'm not supposed to be telling you this, but we got one coming up in Thailand, 7 days, breakfast included, and it's like $99 for all 7 days. I was on the phone with them, like, oh my gosh, I think I'll book that. Can I book that now? Because you can also do the trip incentive there. Remember, you get a trip that you don't pay for. There's a trip incentive there, 8 days. Now we've had people go on it; they rave about it. Whether you go to whether you go to Punta Cana or the other one, Kosumi, or I think it's Kosumi or something like that. Thomas Flowers went there, right? Unbelievable. He was rave about the trip. You can literally spend 14 days, 15 days, by the way, in Thailand for a total price of $250. I mean, guys, this is the kind of stuff that we do. And to get involved in our company, it's a whopping $79 decision, right? You get your back office, you get your replicated website, you get your ID number, the training, the tracking, all those kind of things. From there, you simply select your level of membership. Do I want the small? Do I want the medium? Or do I want the one everyone actually buys? So the small, $49 a month, I get to book at the travel agent rate. You're going to save an absolute fortune. The $49 is a joke. The company should be charging $99. Anyway, the medium, for $20 more per month, I not only get to book at the travel agent rate, I'm now getting points that are enough for about 1 vacation per year. So, hey, for 20 bucks extra, I'm getting a vacation. How cool is that? And then if I go for the one everyone actually buys, I'm getting the travel agent rate. I'm getting the points to get me 2 vacations. So I got the trip incentive. So by the end, it's all said and done, I'm going on 3 trips. I got the tier 1 pricing, everything, $249 down, $125 a month, right? And by the way, if I go out and tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save big time money in travel, what do I care? It ain't coming on my credit card. I'm enjoying the benefit at no ongoing cost to me. Well, from there, I can tap into the 10X compensation program, right? And the number one thing you need to know, and this is huge. I read this article, guys, last January the 2nd. So it was like 360 days ago. I read the article that 50% of Americans do not, half the country does not have $4,500 in their bank account. And the reason that struck me is that if you understood the tax advantages of a home-based business, it means that you're going to pay a lot less taxes at your regular job. So the money that your employer is taking out of your paycheck every single week, you get you get a lot of that back, right? And again, you can go see your tax professional about this. You can Google this. You can buy best-selling books on this. But the average person can save $5,000 to $6,000 a year in taxes, which means, again, the article last year, half the country doesn't even have $4,500 in the bank. And if every one of them would simply get a home-based business, which this is a home-based travel business, it means that they could put $5,000, $6,000 in their bank account this year. Think about that. They could put more money in their bank account in 1 year simply because I have a home-based business that I've accumulated in the last 10, 20, 30 years working my regular job. I mean, whose side are you on? And you can go validate that for yourself. Do not take my word for it. Google it. Buy best-selling books. Go see your local tax professional. I want you to get the best advice you can. And you're going to be like, how come no one told me this 10 years ago? How come no one told me this 20 years ago? $5,000 a year times 10, that's 50 grand. Guys, if you invest that money, it would be 100 grand. And from there, 20 years, you're talking over 200 grand. And so, guys, this is one of those things where it's a game of inches, right? So the just simple fact of having it is going to put money in your pocket. So if you do the math, wait a minute, hold on. Todd, you're telling me I can join this membership for $125 a month. I get the shopping, the dining, where I'm saving huge money. I'm getting the entertainment portal with movies and show tickets and NFL tickets and concert tickets. I'm saving huge money. I got the travel portal where I'm booking 70% off, 50% off, saving a fortune on rental cars, hotels, all those kind of things. Plus, I'm getting travel points every month where I'm getting 2 5-star vacations per year, plus the trip incentive. So I'm getting 3 vacations per year. And the truth is that I'm saving 3 to 4 times as much in taxes as it even costs for the membership. This thing isn't costing me anything. I got Uncle Sam paying the bill. Yes, yes. And you can go validate that with your own tax pro. Again, whose side are you on? And so again, that's part of the reason it's exciting. Part of the reason I get passionate about this thing is to cajole you, compel you to go validate that for yourself. Now, from there, can you think of 3 other people who might want some vacations if it didn't cost them anything? If they knew for a fact, I'm going to say $5,000 in taxes, and I'm only going to pay this company $1,500, I'm thousands of dollars ahead, day one, simply because of a home-based business. Can I think of 3 other people that might want that anywhere on the planet? 3 other people that might want to book travel for 50, 60, 70% off? We can validate that. We can prove that. We can open up Expedia, our site, boom, in your face. Not if, not maybe. You can see it with your own eyes. We'll do it tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, California, 8 o'clock East Coast at meetupworldwide.com, right? We're going to meet up worldwide.com. And we'll get that link out to everybody, but we're going to do it tomorrow night. And you can see it with your own eyes. Can you find 3? And the answer is 3 is a joke. You cannot find 3, you can find 33, 333, right? From there, they tell a few, kicks in the social sharing ripple effect. This is something you guys have done your entire life. You told people about a great movie. You told people about a great restaurant. You told people about Facebook and Instagram. You're like, I did? Yeah. Facebook and Instagram have never, ever, ever advertised. They got 40% of the global population, 3 billion people, signed up on their platform. How'd that happen? And you think back, you're like, oh crap, that's right. I forgot. I invited my friends, right? Notice the small ring. Then my friends, ring gets a little bigger, invited their friends. Then notice the ring gets a little bigger, their friends invited their friends. Notice the ring gets a little bigger, their friends invited their friends. It's like dropping a stone in the water and watching the ripples spread out. As the ripples continue to spread out, more and more people signed up for Instagram, Facebook. Well, guys, the same thing's happening here. But the ripples, we track the ripples. And the bigger the ripples, the bigger the check you're going to get. And the number one thing shared on social media, travel. How many of you want to make more in 2024 than you made in 2023? Because we're showing you right now how to make that happen. Now, this is Warren Buffett, the 5th richest man who ever lived. Okay. And, you know, he's worth about $100 and some billion. Self-made, by the way, didn't inherit any money from his own, starting off with nothing to being the 5th richest man in the entire world. This is a guy who clearly knows something about money. And he says, this is quote, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And the reason I bring that up, because that is not what is being taught in school. That is not the mindset of 95% of the public, right? That is a new information. Like, really? I never really thought about it that way. They only know go to work, get a job, right? Go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. People have figured out that maybe at one time it was okay, back in the Brady Bunch era, back with the Leave It to Beaver era, right? Back in my father's era, but it is not working out for people today. That's why the fastest growing segment of the global economy is the gig economy. People are driving Uber and Lyft. Why? I got to make some money. People are doing DoorDash and Instacart. I got to make some money. People are doing podcasts and YouTube videos. I got to make some money. They're selling stuff on Amazon and eBay. They're doing Airbnb. I got to make some money. And none of those things, tens of millions of people have flooded to those activities, and none of them make you money while you sleep. None of them fulfill what Warren Buffett's telling you you need to do. How do I make money while I sleep? We're going to show you how to do it in the travel business, right? It's no different than doing the Netflix business. People signed up for Netflix. Why? Because I love the idea. I pay that monthly fee. I get to watch unlimited movies. That idea caught on. You told your friends about Netflix. They told their friends about Netflix. More and more people signed up. Today, there's 247 million subscribers, right? All based on predominantly word of mouth, people telling people. It made Netflix 32 billion a year in sales, right? You've done this before. Now you actually get to get paid on the ripple. You tell people about this travel membership, just like Netflix. I can book travel with no markup, right? They don't make money selling travel. They make money selling a membership that lets me book travel 50, 60, 70% off. People love that idea. And as it spreads and more people sign up, it creates this consistent residual check that comes into you and your family every single Friday, whether you work or not. And I don't mean to be morbid, but this money will come in even after you pass away. You can make this money whether you're alive or not. We actually have a gentleman. Everybody loved him. One of the greatest guys you're ever going to meet. But obviously, Pastor Guy Taylor, he was making $2,000 a month when he passed on. The $2,000 a month continued to come in every single month, came into his wife. She gave it to the grandkids. That money comes in every single month, right? Consistently. Well, guess what? All those people below Pastor Guy had an incentive to tell 3 other people. Why? Because I want to get my membership at no ongoing cost, right? And it began to spread, the social sharing ripple effect. That check has gone from $2,000 a month to $13,000 a month in 31 months. Increases income by $11,000 a month since he passed on. He's not even alive. Money's not only coming in, the check has gone from $2,000 to $13,000, right? So again, guys, this is the kind of thing we're showing people how to do. So I'm going to walk you through the comp plan. It starts by getting 3. When you get 3, you're earning $4.10 per day, which means you're earning $127 per month. Out of that 127, we take your monthly membership. So this isn't coming off your credit card, right? Your monthly membership's covering it. From there, let's assume you tell a 4th person. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You're just going to build 2 teams straight down. And your 4 people tell a couple of people each. That gives you 8 customers in the left leg, 8 customers in the right leg. Your check is now $400 to $700 per month in ongoing residual income. That's an extra $5,000 to $8,000 per year. Well, from there, your 8 people on each side tell a couple of people each. That gives you 25 customers on each side. You've now got $1,500 to $2,500 a month ongoing residual income coming to you. From there, the 25 on each side tell a couple of people each. You got 63 customers each side. You got about $3,000 a month coming in. Those 63 tell 1 person each. You've now got about $4,000 to $5,000 a month coming in. Those 125, right, tell a half a person each, right? Or you get half of them to tell a whole person each, okay? But you add another, 50 some odd people to the scrolls, and your income goes to $9,000 to $11,000 per month. You are now making, when you're qualifying for all the bonuses, you're going to be making somewhere in the neighborhood of $10,240 per month as an ambassador. It's $122,000 per year. Well, guys, when you get here, it's the same thing as having $2 million in the bank. If you had $2 million in the bank at a 5% rate of return, where some of you are thinking, Todd, where are you getting a 5% rate of return? There's no bank even giving 1% rate of return. Where are you getting 5? Well, let's just play in our fictional world. Let's pretend for a moment they were getting 5%. Let's pretend that you're in the stock market getting 5%. Well, if I got $2 million making me a 5% rate of return, it's making me $10,000 a month. The problem is, before I have the 2 million, I got to make 4 million before taxes to have 2 million after taxes, so I can go invest the 2 million, make my fictional 5% rate of return, so I can make $10,000 a month. How y'all doing on your 4 million? There's a different way. You could tell a few people who tell a few people, and let the base of customers take you to $10,000 a month, and then take you to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, right? This can continue to grow. And once you get here, once you're at the 2 legs making you $10,000 a month, the company gives you a brand new position. Now that position, your original one, can go to 20, 30, 40 grand a month, but they give you a brand new position where you can start all over again. I go till 3. Guess what? I'm earning an extra $127 a month. My 3 tell a couple of people each. I got 8 on the left, 8 on the right. I'm making another $400 to $700 a month on top of all the money I'm making from the original position. Eventually I get 188 on each side. I'm making over $10,000 a month on the top spot. I might be making 20, 30 grand a month by the time I hit the second one, but the income on the first one continues to grow. Now I got the second spot making 10 grand a month. They give me another one, and I go build it to 10 grand a month. Now I'm making, 30 grand a month on the top one, 20 grand a month on the second one, 10 grand a month on the third one, right? And it just continues. There's no limit. They keep giving you new ones over and over and over again, guys. So it's an absolutely incredible compensation program. There's huge perks with our company. We have our Louis Vuitton experience, by the way, which I'm going to try to get that slide. Here we go. This is our Louis Vuitton experience, which I'm going to bring my wife back on to talk about because she just got done living it again for the 3rd time. She's been to the Louis Vuitton at Paris, France. In fact, that's this slide right here. So Ms. Gina, tell everybody when they become an ambassador, in addition to all the money, the company also creates this amazing experience you'll never forget.
Yes, I would love to. So the Louis Vuitton experience is one of the many, many amazing things that you get to participate in when you become an ambassador with our company, Trevorium. And what it is created by Mrs. Adela Hart. And the company will take, all the ambassadors once a year to Louis Vuitton. And it's an absolutely first-class experience where we all, get dressed up really nice. We get to meet at the Louis Vuitton. This one you see here on the screen is the one in Paris, which is the largest Louis Vuitton. It's a 4-story Louis Vuitton, and it was just an amazing. We're walking straight in. We go straight into the store, and you'll see in a moment that there's a line wrapped around the building. But the one we just went to in Las Vegas, we went to the Louis Vuitton at the Wynn. And it was just another amazing experience. We were in a private showroom. It also had a beautiful patio out back. And that's that line I told you that wraps around the building. But the one in Las Vegas had this beautiful outdoor patio that we all got to visit. David and Adela each gave us a gift card that we get to go shopping on. And then Adela does such an amazing job of going around and helping each ambassador kind of figure out, along with, you are also assigned a personal shopping specialist. So besides being there and being given gift cards on the company, we get to shop. We also get a personal shopper to help us. And then Mrs. Adela Hart walks around and helps you as well. Just, really kind of help you figure out what you want. She gleams with joy because she loves to give, and it's such amazing experience. Also, like Todd and I said, this is just one of the many experiences you get to participate when you become an ambassador. But what they also do is after Louis Vuitton, they take you to an incredible 5-star restaurant for dinner where we just get to continue to celebrate. So Louis Vuitton is just, like I said, once a year, and one of the many amazing experiences that as an ambassador with our company, you get to participate in.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, you also get 2 more vacations. So you get, we talked about the 3 vacations with the product, right? When you become an ambassador, they give you 2 more vacations with airfare credit. So now you got 5 vacations a year. You're making 122 grand a year. And guys, the income goes up from there. The bigger point is it only takes 188 in the left leg and 188 in the right leg, right? Well, how long does that take? Well, it took Eager 4.5 months. It took Cynthia 6 months. It took Camilo 6 months. It took Tatiana 8 months. It took Larissa 9 months. It took Andrew 10 months. It might take you 2 years or 3 years. I don't know. You don't know your mix of skills. What I do know is that if some people are doing it in 6 months, one guy did it 4.5 months, others are doing it 9 months, it's obviously something doable if you decide to do it. Well, keep in mind that when you get there, that's 10 grand a month coming in addition to what you currently make. Or maybe I'll quit my job. I got 10 grand a month coming in and I still have all my time because I don't really have to do much on an ongoing basis for that 10 grand. And of course, as the team continues to grow, the check can go up. They give you a new position. You can do it all over again. But guys, it is unbelievable what's happening for countless people all over the world. It's not just the fact that it just happened for my wife and I. Sure. I mean, we've had this amazing story. She worked at Kohl's for 20 years and now all we do is we travel, vacation, have fun. And if it was just happening for us, that would still be great. But I mean, it's happening for Daryl Maria Roberts. It's happening for Tatiana. It's happening for people that are shy and introverted and quiet. It's happening for people. I don't care where you live, what language you speak, what religion you practice. None of that matters. The people that are out telling the Netflix story, telling the Netflix of travel story, telling people about what we're doing, those people are having success. They're growing. They're making money. Incredible things are happening. It's going to be an unbelievable 2024. I can tell you that the company right now is hiring people like crazy. They're expanding the office. They are gearing up for twice as many trips this year as last year. We will probably double in size this year as a company. And so the only thing we're missing is you. So guys, happy holidays. We'll be back again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock California time for a regular presentation here, but also tomorrow night at 5 o'clock California time, 8 o'clock East Coast time. We're going to go into the back office. That's over at meetupworldwide.com. Again, meetupworldwide.com, 4 words. We're going to meet up worldwide, meetupworldwide.com. And so we'll be there tomorrow night, again, 5 o'clock California, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. We're going to do those comparisons side by side. We'll do a full presentation, but we're going to also pull up and do the live pricing so that seeing is believing, right? We're also going to do that on Saturday. We got a training call on Saturday at 9 a.m. California, noon on the East Coast. But then at 12 California, 3 o'clock East Coast, we're going to do the back office deep dive again, side by side, right? Again, seeing is believing. We're going to continue to do these throughout 2024 because when people get to see it with their own eyes, they're like, holy crap. Yes, I know 3 people, right? And that causes it to spread, guys. And there's no reason, zero, that you don't make a heck of a lot more in 2024 with Trevorium. So, guys, appreciate you being here. Happy holidays. See you tomorrow night. Until then, God bless. Bye, everybody.